Happy Tuesday. Today we're gonna do like a is it a dupe video, because when I was doing my eyeshadow declutter, I had this peach by Covergirl and also this peach by Too Faced. Now not all the colors are in there, so we're going to swatch the ones, and I should have wrote it down, but I do have this one is from the Too Faced. And it's a transition shade, so you can't really see it that well. And I think it goes great with Peaches and Cream from the Too Faced palette. The pink one, the second shade in the Covergirl palette, goes good with, I believe, Just Peachy. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one down. Hold on, yeah. Get more color. This is the Covergirl, it's a little deeper, and this is the Too Faced, but if you look at it, it almost matches. Then the brown shade is the third shade in the Covergirl. And it goes good with Charmed, I'm sure. No. Or is it that? This is where it got tricky. Yeah, it is Charmed, I'm sure. The Too Faced one actually is a little less pigmented. I did notice that about a lot of these shades. Then there's like this other peachy pink shade. Does it go with this one? I think it went with this one. It's a little off, but there's a shade in here called Georgia. And I think it goes with that fourth shade. I don't think it goes with this. It might though, hold on. Actually it does, okay. So this pink shade, which is the fourth shade in the Covergirl palette, goes with Candied Peach in the Too Faced palette. There they are, side by side. They're a little bright. The Too Faced one, I guess I'm not getting enough. There we go. Now you see it. I'm not getting enough. Not digging in deep enough. Let's grab a wipe. But every shade in here does match a shade in the ColourPop. So the fifth shade, this is where it gets tricky, because these don't quite go with the same lightness in the palette as it does in the, so there's those. I want to say it's this one, Cobbler. Let's put it next to it. No, it's a little deeper. All right, there it is. Like I said, I should have wrote these down. Let's wipe it on both sides. Okay, so this fifth shade right here, wait, yeah, that's the one, goes with Bellini. See, the peach one is a little more pinky, but they are good together. All right, now this one, the sixth shade, okay, I know which one that goes with. I believe that goes with Peach Pit. Yeah. This goes with Peach Pit in the Too Faced palette. All right, now wiping that off. All right, now the third, next to the last one, looks like this. Put that on the inner wrist. Why does that feel like? Okay, and then I think it's this one. It is this one. Okay, it goes with Caramelized in the Too Faced palette. Trying to make sure because I don't want them mixing colors. And then the last one is a matte in the Covergirl palette. And I believe it goes with it's like an orangey matte. Yeah, it goes with Summer Yum in the Too Faced palette. So this is a dupe, just not for the entire palette, but it is cheaper than the entire palette, and it has some of a good mixture, if that makes sense. So first we're gonna get our brush and our shade switcher. If I could open it, you know what? Shade switch on my pants for now. We're gonna go into Peaches and Cream. This side is gonna be the Too Faced side. This side is gonna be the Covergirl side. So we're gonna go into Peaches and Cream on the Too Faced side, which barely shows up. I do need to get this open because it's a lot of shade switching going on, because I want to make sure to use the same brush. And we're going to go in with that same type of color on the the Covergirl side. Okay. It's a very whitish color. I could go in with this color. We're going to go in with the Candid Peach, which is also the 4th color right here. We're going to take that and put that down as the transition shade, like so. You can see that a little different. The only thing I don't like about the Covergirl one is the pans. I don't like the long straight pans because it feels like I can't get my brush in there. I just switched over to the Too Faced, and like I suspected, the Too Faced one is a bit more pigmented, so we're gonna have to build up the other side. It's a bit more pinky. So we're gonna take this brush, and we are not gonna tap it out, and we are just going to build that pink color till it almost matches, or does match, the other side. If this is the only palette you're using, it's not gonna matter to you if it matches the other side. But if you see, I just had to build up extra color twice, maybe. So there's that. So we got our transition color. We have 2 choices for the crease. We have Charmed, I'm Sure, and Summer Yum. These are the colors out of the Too Faced palette. Then those 2 match better. So we're gonna go with Charmed, I'm Sure. I'm just wiping it off my hands, which is a bit, that way they match a little better and I don't have to build it up as much. So we're going in with this brush. I'm going to shade switch, and Charmed, I'm Sure is up here. The colors that do match is this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, I believe. Okay, Charmed, I'm Sure is in the right hand corner. We're gonna start on the outer edge and pull it through. Oh, we're gonna build it up here first. And also in the description, I would like y'all to, palettes that you think are dupes, let me know what they are so we could test them. And you can look back at some of the other ones I've done prior. Okay. Shade switch and go into the 3rd color on the Covergirl palette. And since I'm not sure the pigment, I did pop it off a little bit. And they both smell like peaches. Arguably, the Too Faced one smells better, but who is Actually, yeah. Hey, this one smells a little different. Like, it's a different kind of peach, but it's like, they're both good. I'm still using the Covergirl palette on this eye. And I'm building up better than the other side. Just pointing that out. So I just shade switched and I'm going back into the Too Faced one. I'm just gonna lay that color down. Ooh, almost messed up. That's the only bad thing about doing these kind of videos is you gotta make sure to shade switch. Let's go ahead and take a blending brush. This is just a dew color one. It looks like it's stained. We're gonna use this one, Morphe one. We're gonna go in. I don't want any other color on the brush, so to interrupt the is it a dupe process here. The Too Faced one is blending better, but you would expect that. It didn't blend better, it just blended quicker, if that makes sense. Okay, we could go back in and build that up after we put the shimmer. And with the shimmer, I kind of want to use Bellini, but that's too light. And I do kind of want it to pop. That's the one out of the other palette, Caramelized. With the Bellini, matches better. But what color did that go? That goes with that one. And it could be built up. What about this one? Just Peachy. Let's go with Just Peachy. Let's go with the pink shade. Let's just try it. Alright, let's find, where's it at? There's a flat brush right here. We're going to go on the Covergirl side first. A lot of kick up from that jelly type color on the ColourPop side. There we go. That did go on very well. I'll show you what I mean by kick up. You see all that? It's like little balls came up. All right, Just Peachy. I did cover on the Too Faced side. This is Just Peachy. The color on the Covergirl side with some of these shimmers is better. I'm thinking because they used cream shadows, the color on the shimmers for them, it pops better. And on Too Faced, it's literally just a metallic shade. Which, hold on, we could probably foil it. Where is, I have some MAC Fix Plus. And that did make it pop a little more. Okay, so let's get a different one because that brush is wet now, and we'll build up on the other side too. I'm just grabbing some of the color. All right. It is 2 different types of pink, so we're just gonna have to deal with that. We're gonna take this brush and we're gonna go into that other matte brown shade, and we're going to pop it on the side, on the outer V area. Clean the brush and go in over here. It's called Summer Yum on the Too Faced side. Okay, and then we'll shade switch again. All right, so now we're gonna go back in with the other crease brush. We're gonna pull it a little bit across the top. Then we're gonna go back in on the other side to Charmed, I'm Sure, and pull it across the top. And a little across the bottom. All right, shade switch again. Pull it across the bottom over here again. All right, now we're going to take the brush. I'll shade switch it. And then we're gonna take this brush with that little bit of pink on it from the first palette, and we're gonna take it with the second palette, the Too Faced palette. And then we're gonna go back into this one. And we're gonna take first in the Covergirl palette, and we are going to dip into the Peaches and Cream shade on the Too Faced. And we are going to blend, 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 blend. I mean, you can tell the pink is a little more over here than it is on this side. But, I mean, there's nothing I could do about the tones. I'm going to take this and wipe everything off of it. I'm just trying to even it out for the day, you know. All right, now we're going to take the Bellini shade. And I'm going to put that on the inner corner right there. It's a little pinky. It's not as bright as I would like it to be. Wrong shade. Technically, we're going into Star Island by Ofra and Samantha March. We're going to go in there, the gold shade. And we're going to put it on the brow bone. And down the nose. And above the lip. Okay, these are dupes. Like I said, it doesn't using the whole color. If y'all have heard one that's got every color, that's at the drugstore. I mean, I know there's some online, but I like to give y'all something that you could go to the drugstore and get. I'll try to leave. Hopefully this is still available at the drugstore. I probably should have checked. If you have this, you have a dupe, partial dupe. I will check before I put it in the description. I'm going to use the Benefit Cosmetics Roller Lash on my eyes. We're going to put a little bit of this Ulta lipstick. I just kind of want a blotted lip. Not a whole lot of color. And we're going to take the Urban Decay setting spray. Probably that's the problem, is the fan, because now it's all over my hair. Yeah, I would say these are dupes. I hope y'all like the video. It's the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette and the Covergirl Peach Punch palette. They are dupes. The shades are a little different, but they are also a little the same. So, they're close enough to being the same that I would call it a partial dupe, because it's only part of the palette. So, I hope y'all have a wonderful Tuesday, and I'll see you tomorrow for Welcome Wednesday.